Shit. That's all shit. Go ahead, do it. Do the intro.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the We Love Gymnastics podcast. In about an hour and 20 minutes, the one and only Vanessa Atler will be joining us. But until then, we wanted to give you all a show previewing this week of the NCAA because this is the first, as addicts call it, real weekend of NCAA gymnastics.
Because the last week was a mulligan. It was a free one, you know? You gotta do the things of the girls and the girls and the things, you know? And so this is the first actual week. We got the OU competing, we got all the girls competing, and it's gonna be interesting. Especially that Sprouts quad.
Okay, so let's do this with a little structure because I like to do the NCAA previews with just a tiny bit of a structure. What I like to do is I want to read the meets that's coming up. Okay. Since you're here now, since we're cool again now, since we're back being besties, you can say what meets you're gonna play. We used to be like, what meets do we think Addison's for the stream? That used to be a part of it.
That was funny.
And okay. Who we think the winners and losers of each meet gonna be.
Before we do that though, what should I change my screen name to?
You got to. Oh my god, you got to. Like
no. You know why I haven't though? So every time USAG sees that, they can see what they've done.
Period. But the professionals, when they have to tag you into some shit, I'm just like, ooh, Caroline, ooh, I got to talk to her about changing that because, ooh, such
a change it to
Addicts.
I can't get taken.
Addicts at night.
I have that one actually. I do have that one. You know what I did? You know they're bringing back Twitter. So I signed up for addicts already. I was thinking, like, should I do @X or because addicts, whatever.
You can do addicts gymnastics. I don't know, addicts the streamer.
No, that's weird. I have addicts at night. I do. I know that I have that one.
Okay,
I've made an account for that a long time ago. But yeah, I just it's because I have to go into that one, change that username, then quickly go back into this one and change that.
Or you just put one or the real addicts at night or something like that.
I'm not doing
that. Okay.
I always hated that. The real, like, who's impersonating you, girl?
People might.
If you're impersonating me, have at it. Have at it, man. Like, you go ahead, girl. Go ahead. Anyway, so of the meets that are go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
Of the meets they're playing this week. I'm not doing West Chester at Townsend. I'm sorry. I'm not doing a UW Whitewater at Oshkosh.
Can we put it up on the screen so that people can see?
No. Yes.
Oh.
No. Only I can see it. I'm gatekeeping today. Okay. Here we go. Okay, not doing Gustavo Adolphus at EU. No, Klaus, you're wet right now. I saw you. You're wet. I love you so much, babe. Okay, not doing Gustavo Adolphus at UW Eau Claire. Not doing that. I want to do North Carolina, Temple, West Virginia, and Florida.
Yes.
But the same time as Alabama at Clemson.
Fuck Bama and Clemson. It's Florida.
Okay, I like Clemson.
I like Clemson too, but Florida.
We'll dual screen it. How about that?
How about that? But we're gonna make Florida screen a little bit bigger so we can
Perhaps. Y'all. I hate when y'all are like, "Why are we watching this out of school?" I'm like, "Girl, it's because it's gymnastics, girl." Like, relax. No, some people in the chat get really mad, right?
Yes, I understand, but I mean, Bama and Clemson should be great. I mean, I do want to watch that, but like you said, it just happens to be at the same time, and that's the NCAA, like.
And after that, I really don't care about any. Maybe NC State at Auburn, maybe. But after that, that's that. And then on Saturday, Missouri, UW Lacrosse, UW Stout at Nebraska, maybe not really, because the Sprouts Farmers Market Collegiate Quad Session one, the important one is at 4 p.m. Eastern. And
on Saturday.
On Saturday, yes.
Okay. Okay. I thought
Mhm.
Sprouts was on Friday. So
No. But then at the same time as Georgia at Ohio State.
at Sprout?
No.
Wait, I'm so sorry. Start this over. Like my brain, it took a.
Saturday is at 4 p.m. Eastern. You have the next meets I'm going to tell you, they're all at the same time. Missouri,
Okay.
UW Lacrosse, UW South, and Nebraska. Sprouts
It's
Farmers
the,
Market Collegiate Quad, Session 1. Georgia at Ohio State. All at the same time.
oh So who's in session one again? I know you just
LSU,
said,
Oklahoma, UCLA, Utah. That's the big one.
and that's the one at the same time as Georgia.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Cecile.
Cecile, we're not watching that. So I'm so sorry, Cecile.
We might watch it on a replay, but
But an hour later is Arkansas and Minnesota. Kind of want to watch that.
I mean, we could watch the Georgia meet in between.
Maybe. But at 8 your time, it is the Sprouts Farmers Market Collegiate Quad Session 2 with Cal, Kentucky, Michigan State. They should have done it the other way around. Like, whatever. I'm not the one planning these, so whatever. But then on Sunday, we have Stanford and Denver at 4 p.m. Eastern.
I mean, that might be cute. We get to see
I'm
the.
definitely watching that. With Anna Barbosa, I'm watching
That's
that.
what I was about to say. We get to see Anna Barbosa. Is Jennifer Williams still hurt?
I don't think, no, that's, no, yeah. I know for into the show, Joy had, can I say that? We'll see. I don't know.
I would like to thank the people on Facebook for getting me up to 4,000 followers. I was stuck
Period.
at like 3,000 and some change for the
A
longest.
paltry amount of followers. Like, she could never. Like, are you kidding me?
So
No,
thank you.
for
Keep following the girl on the Facebook. I will
support the
continue
dolls.
to I will continue to post my gymnastics content on Facebook. Fucking YouTube. I don't know why. I know why my shit ain't live. I'm like, why am I not live? Because you're not on the right damn account, bitch.
Ooh,
You're not on the right damn account. Here we
you're
go.
not self-reading.
All the time. Y'all think I read people, y'all just don't hear the things I say about myself. Like, my God, like y'all be like, girl, like
Yeah. Giamatti,
girl,
so, Hells, we're interviewing Vanessa Atler today, here in about 45 minutes. But
an
right now,
hour
we're
and
just giving
40.
you a
Is
rundown.
it
Yeah.
at is it at noon 30 or at noon?
Noon 30 for you, 11:30 for me,
So
and
yes,
then
so that would
for
be
her.
an hour and
Wait, hold on now.
15 minutes.
No, 9:30 for her. She's Pacific. Yeah, she's in California. So yeah, that's 11 for me. Yeah.
So you guys, so what we're doing right now is we're previewing the NCAA. We got caught up. You know how we do.
It's that
We get
collegiate quad. That's what I'm stuck on right now. The collegiate quad. That's your nationals.
that. It's possible. It's absolutely possible. I think Florida might be in it this year, depending on how the team does. But I say that every year, and every year they hurt my feelings. So I'm not sure.
I've given up.
A lot of the people that has graduated, so I think there's hope for the new crop of talent that maybe
Sure.
they.
Sure. It's just, you can't have so much talent on the team and just not make it, girl.
That's
Like
true,
that's
but we have to also understand that like half of the talent on their team for the last
it's
4 years was hurt.
hurt.
So,
Yeah, that's
so
true.
they were definitely playing handicap.
So is that your team? Like, what team? If you were to choose a team for the rest of the season, who are you riding with this season?
I'm always riding with my Florida Gators. Florida Gators are my absolute favorite team. Behind
Because they're
them, behind them very closely is UCLA.
okay.
Behind them very closely is LSU. Now, teams
Girl,
that
how does that work, girl? That is a lot of rivalries going on there.
I don't give a damn. Now,
Okay.
teams that I really like, they're just not top tier. Is like I'm really starting to like Clemson. I'm always
Yeah.
gonna cheer for Missouri. Really like MSU. Um, I don't mind Utah. I don't mind Oklahoma. I know people hate them, but I don't mind them. Like I could sit there and watch a whole Oklahoma meet.
And because you're gonna get good gymnastics,
Yeah,
like good gymnastics,
I could
good
watch a whole
gymnastics.
Utah meet. Utah isn't like my favorite team, but I can absolutely sit there and watch a whole Utah meet.
Okay,
Like they're a good team
you can do
to me.
you can do that.
I can't do that for a lot of the teams, so yeah. I like Kentucky. I can't sit up there and watch a whole Kentucky meet. Like I could watch the first two rotations, but once they get to Beamer floor, I'm out.
See, I don't. Utah.
See, I
Ew.
remember a time when Utah wasn't what Utah is now.
Sorry, Missy. I'm so sorry, Missy. I'm so sorry.
I always low key cheer for them. But I also remember when Utah used to win everything too. So maybe that's why I always have a soft spot in my heart for Utah.
Are you? Do you? That's your girls.
No, my girls is Florida, UCLA, and LSU. But you know, I don't mind the rest of the girls.
See, okay, let me tell you real quick. Hold on, let me because my friend, one of my best friends, like we're getting older. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Hold on.
We are at
No,
it. Let
no,
me
no,
tell you.
no, 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 no,
No, no, no,
no.
no.
Oh,
Yes. Let me tell you how I know I'm getting old, bitch.
I'm getting
So
old.
there is an old school station, right, in Tallahassee, right? Everybody have an old school station, right? So again, coming from South Florida, the old school station in South Florida used to be like playing the best of the 70s, 80s, and today, right? Well, one day I was in the Uber and the guy was listening to the old school station, and the old school station said playing the best of the 90s, 2000s, and today. And I said, "What did it just say?" And then the Uber driver started laughing. And it was like, "Yeah, that's old school now. 90s, early 2000s, 2010s. That's old school." And I was just like, but they're right because 90s music is like 20 years old. uh, 30 years old. 90s music is 30 years old. 2000s music is 20 years old. Like
Cutting
that's
out.
old.
I can't hear this. You're cutting out. It's very weird. Let me
just
tell you,
because just
like,
because you're using your damn selective hearing right now doesn't make what I'm
like,
saying not
hey,
the truth.
hey, like fine wines, cheeses, and spirits. We get better with age.
Do we though?
Yes,
Do we? Because at
yes.
one point in time, Donald Trump just was a reality TV
Oh,
star. Y'all president.
she a local talent.
Yeah, she's the president of the United States.
Don't know her.
You should because they up here doing shenanigans
And they will shenan again.
and continue to shenan.
Mm, yes, they
My
will.
God. But like Donald Trump used to have this stupid ass show called The Apprentice that I used to live for because he used to have before it became the Celebrity
Yeah.
Apprentice, but the regular Apprentice because it used to be like cute, but then like he more
The syphilis got to him.
yeah, I guess because he just went like I don't know what happened. Like if Barack
Syphilis.
Obama becoming president was just ignited all the inner racism that he's been able to hide his whole life. Like I don't know because Donald Trump was not this person. Like he was like the rich.
It's almost like he's been compromised because he's been in situations that he should not have been in, and then they got proof of him doing this thing. So now they just manipulate him to their will. I don't know.
Correct, but see, but this is the thing even about that. Like Donald Trump was a Democrat. Like he used to fund all the Democratic presidential candidates. Like they used to
And then
run the
he ran out
Donald.
of money, and he had to go through
Well, he never
through
had
the
money in
Middle
the
East.
first
He did
place,
not.
but
He did not.
anyhow, but neither here nor there. Neither here nor. I'm just saying, like how far things have changed in America. Like it's fucking crazy how like You
Or
used
have
to could just
if it changed, or how, did we just realize that they've always been this way?
no, it's changed. Like you could just used to could walk into that airport, like say
Oh
like
my
you
god,
were so
yes, all the way to the gate, no problems.
you
No
used
one
to
cares.
just walk into the airport, use the bathroom. People used to just hang out in the airport. They used to just that used to be a thing because they had good internet in the airport. So people used to just hang out in the airport and people like things like you could go to the grocery store with $50 and be good for almost a month. Like
Well, I mean
if you
that's yeah.
like just how wild shit is and like it's just I don't know. And then like I know we're talking about the NCAA in the first week, but while we're here, like so we just can shoot random people in the face now and get away with it in America and nobody just is to give a damn, right? Like
Listen, when I was sounding the alarms months ago, people were like, "You're being an alarmist." I'm like, "All right, girl," and now we're here, so it's tea.
that's crazy.
When I was an election official, I told y'all there's irregularities. Oh, you're being an alarmist. You're being an alarmist. All right, girl.
So we're just invading whole ass countries now, right?
Okay, hold on though. I just okay. Listen, I just want to ask, just point out a few things. Okay,
Sure.
tin hats on, foil hats on, foil hats
Okay.
on. Tell me why. Just if I'm going to kidnap a dictator, I'm not making him change clothes 3 times. Okay. I'm also not having him take pictures with my soldiers. It's like very kawaii, very cutesy. I'm not doing that. And I'm sorry. It's just like there's just a lot of things inside of this. Just seemed like that was more of an extraction than it was a kidnapping. Now, I wouldn't put it past Maduro because he's fucking he's a lot. And also, like when you stand to benefit out of trillions of dollars, perhaps, like you know what I mean. It just smells a little fishy. It smells a little tuna. Very fishy.
It's just
That's all I'm saying.
and it just has happened so fast. It's like after COVID, it's
It's by
like
design. Yeah.
but
Wait. We,
go
we should
ahead.
we should never forget that congresswoman that got literally like killed. Like and then they blew up that judge's house too. Like this is by design, y'all. This is by design. No one read Project 2025 apparently because it's all in there. It's all in there. Like every single thing they're doing, eliminating federal child care funding. That's so that women can go out to the home. Like this is all by design, y'all. We're like they're literally like what's about to happen is even more fucks. Like this is it. This is it, bitch. Remember when I was telling y'all like when should I move, girl? It's probably too late. Probably too late now. Like it's just this is and there's no one coming to save us. No one is coming to save us. There's no allied powers. There's no like the only people who would actually do something to us are China and Russia. So and they're all in the same bed together. Well, maybe not Xi Jinping. He's kind of like, whatever. But like Putin has the PP tape of Trump getting peed on by whatever the fuck. Like it's just like, what do we do? Okay, we have proof of him being a pedophile. We have proof of the whole Epstein thing, and just like what's going on? Like from what I've heard, Kamala Harris was you know her expertise was seeing operations that then like would bring down very powerful men. Where's it at? Where's it at? Take time. Like, what is anybody gonna save us? Probably not. And that's what has me just like going out of my mind. I'm just like, is no one gonna save us? Your microphone is up. Like, who's gonna save us?
I wasn't saying anything. I was coughing.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm
But
just like
yeah,
stoked.
it's no, you're right. And it's just like it just gets more like do y'all realize there are fucking arresting trans activists for their activism work,
Yeah.
calling it
Domestic terrorism.
terrorist.
The first
Like
thing that said about that lady, domestic terrorist. Like,
it is insane. It is insanity. And
The fact that they are lying to our faces when we can see the fucking video, we can see it, and they're still lying to our faces. That just tell you all you need to know. Like,
it's not just that they're lying to our faces. We should expect that. It's the fact that the American people is just like, oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
fully.
this is another day in America.
Because at this point, mamas, like if you still like support that man, it's either you are too proud to admit that you were bamboozled and lied to, and you believe that shit. So you rather like double down and just look even more stupid. That's what it is. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree with that comment too. It's fucking
Because they have
wild,
the
wild.
election interference like, proof. They have all the election fraud proof. Nothing's being done. No one has the balls to do it.
I think it's let's read this comment. Democrats need to stop playing the um pursuit candidate.
Purists.
I'm so sorry, the purist candidate. And they start picking apart the candidates because they don't sound stuff. Ooh, brain read, girl.
They don't like some stuff like Gavin
Thank
Newsom.
you.
You will lose
Thank you.
again. Look at what you're going against: murderers, pedophiles, rapists. JD Vance is next. Let me tell you straight up, this whole like La Cruz thing
Let
with
me tell you. Let me tell you about JD Vance. Let me tell you about something.
that's a girl.
Wait, damn that right now. Protect his Indian wife at all costs, because
Yes,
that lady, you finna die.
they're gonna murder her.
You
So
finna
then they can say that JD
die.
and Erica bonded over being
Yes, and
widows.
that's their plan to get him to be president or her to be president. I think the plan at first was for JD Vance to be president.
No one likes him.
No one likes him,
He's not that girl.
but I think the plan now is to make Erica Kirk president
Fuck
for
that.
some reason.
The pedophile. That's a pedophile in chief, mamas.
And I think
The only person who
that
could beat her is a woman of color.
but I think they're planning to get rid of his wife because
Usha.
I know we all think JD Vance is a girl, and he probably is a girl,
Yes.
and we're not going to take his girlness away from him. But he is married to a cisgender woman, an Indian cisgender woman. So the crazy part about his racism is
Come from inside the house.
you're literally married to a woman of color. Like your
A
wife is literally,
beautiful woman.
and she's
Color.
not even like I don't know how to say this without. She's not even like one of those like white passing, you know, Indian people.
She's a
Like
woman of color.
she's brown skinned. She's
Brown.
like, and they have children together, right?
Yeah.
And his children are biracial.
Mm-hmm.
I, I just.
That's what the writing's on the wall. They're going to murder that woman and their kids, and just say like, "Oh, JD and Erica bonded over being widows, and that's how they fell in love." Like,
Oh, it's so. It's
it's disgusting.
so. It's so disgusting.
Like, girl, you're in trouble. You need Katie Holmes out of there immediately.
But
Immediately.
what that commenter said was absolutely right. As long as the Democrats are trying to play purity politics, are trying to be the correctness, are trying not to say the wrong things, are trying not to
It's like
be.
why play by the rules? They're not playing by the rules. There's no more rules left, bitch.
It's not even why play by the rules. It's why are y'all trying to do this shit so nicely and so like Joe Biden, you are I'm so sorry, Joe Biden. You are the worst president of all times to me because what you were supposed to do
Safeguard.
is to win and leave like a year into your presidency so Kamala could have 3 years to govern so people could get used to the idea that she is president. Then when she ran again for her second term, she would already have the momentum.
She
You
won. She won.
but
They cheated.
true all of that is true. But just listen to what I'm saying. If Joseph Biden would have just left
Rubbing that.
a year beforehand and say, I'm not running at all. It's all going to be Kamala.
He gave her 100 days.
Or finish the fucking race. Finish the fucking race and then drop out, retire, leave, say you got cancer, say you're missing, do something. But like the
He
way
just
y'all set this whole man Donald fucking Trump up, like Donald Trump been running for president literally since 2012.
and he's falling like for example, oh, Sleepy Joe, guess is falling asleep at fucking cabinet meetings.
How did y'all let Donald Trump old ass convince y'all that Joe Biden was also old? Because Donald Trump was saying a lot of true shit about Joe Biden that they were just trying to cover up instead of saying, "Yeah, bitch, I'm old, but you old too." Like it's like somebody said this with Tyler Perry and Donnie McClurkin. I don't know if y'all know who these people are. Yeah, I'm sure y'all know who
Uh-huh.
Tyler Perry is, but y'all might
Is
not
she a
know
local
who.
talent?
She's a very local talent.
Oh, she's a
Um,
Georgia Metroplex.
yeah. So these two people recently are being sued by males who's saying that they are
Southern
sexual
girls.
and I saw a beautiful TikTok was like, for both of y'all, this is always going to be an issue because y'all both want to sit up here and act like y'all not LGBTQ, however way that LGBTQ may fall, but still try to date and live life because neither one of y'all can hide it. So then the men folks just be like, oh, okay. Well, you won't pay my rent this month. Well, you tried to rape me, or you tried to SA me, or I'm going to sue you. But if they just would come out and just be like, yeah, bitch, you was over here sucking on my dick, bitch. I'm Tyler Perry, bitch. I told you wasn't going to get no coins this week, bitch. How you like me now? It would all just go away. It would just go away with that one bit of truth. But that one bit of truth will open up so many other cans of worms that they could never do it. And it's the same thing with the damn Democrats. Like if the Democrats just would acknowledge, like, we don't have the answers for some of this shit. Like we are saying some shit, but so we're making some shit worse. Like
Or we do have the answers. They're just hard to implement because there's a whole other party that's fighting against it.
correct. Or
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 APAC.
or some idea that we came up with 20 years ago, we have another idea that may work better, or we have a fix to like it's just like everything. And I don't think they need Michelle Obama because I think it's that train themselves. Like if she was gonna do it,
I
it,
don't want
it
another white man. I'm done with white men. I'm done with it. Like I'm not gonna cater to them. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna do that.
it's
Look at where it's got us.
okay. I don't think okay. I think to say I don't want another white
I
man
do not.
as I'm just not ready to make that statement
I
yet, just
am.
because
Unless it's my husband, I don't want it.
I don't know who. You should be saying that about the men you date, bitch. But
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
but it's like the people. It's okay for me. It's not just the white men because even the other candidates do the exact same shit that the white men do. It's a democratic issue that I need to be educated out of the democratic system, need to be white, or hell, I need to be voted out the democratic system where
I want AOC and Crockett.
I'm cool with them, but I just need people in the Democratic Party who's willing to fight as hard as they are. Because for those two women, the hard part with them is they just seem because they are so boisterous and so opinionated and so not giving a fuck about hearing my opinion, but they're still women. So with women in America, that is not looked at as the act of strength. It's looked at as being a crybaby.
Or
It's
being
looked at as
difficult. Or being a bitch.
being difficult or being whiny or always complaining. I'm just this is I just
America
don't.
will never be ready for it. You just have to do it.
It's
And
not that I'm
get over
saying
with.
America isn't ready for it.
Okay.
I'm saying the Democratic Party isn't ready for it. The Democratic Party doesn't know how to drive that car
It's never gonna be ready.
correctly
You
yet.
just gotta do it. Like rip a band-aid off, bitch. Just do it.
but they keep doing it, and Donald Trump keep being president. Like at some point, it's like,
because he
baby,
cheated.
yeah, well,
There was whole like counties that they just invented. They're
I
made
hear
up
what you're saying.
counties.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I agree with what you say. I'm not saying I hear what you're saying. I don't want you to hear what I'm saying. I'm saying that I don't agree with what you're saying, friend. I 100% agree with what you're saying.
Keep talking.
What I'm also saying is, as a party, the Democrats need to learn how to fight better. They need to learn that, yes, rip each other apart in them primaries, but once them primaries go away, everybody needs to jump on one accord. Like, the thing with having a, like, addicts say, not another white man, is then you have to give all these other subset groups who don't get along to then now agree on some shit. And for whatever reason, the country was able to do it for Barack Obama because he was a man still. Anything other than that man quota, I think it's just going to be. I think it could be a black man. I think it could be a Latino man. I just don't think it could be a gay man or a woman of any type, trans, cis, anything. Not yet, because the country just keeps proving that that's not the direction that they
See,
want.
what I'm telling you is that okay, it could be a gay man. It just can't be Pete Buttigieg. It's never going to be him. Never.
See, I'm gonna need Pete Buttigieg to run to be somebody's governor first to see how
No,
he.
because he was. If you remember, when Pete Buttigieg became mayor, he fired his black chief of police because the black chief of police was. And if people were like, "Oh, he was phone tapping," good. I would expect the chief of police to be tapping. Tap into more phones. You're the chief of police. He unearthed racism that was happening in his own office. Good, good. That's what you're supposed to be doing as a, like. And I'm just so tired of people defending racism and defending white nationalism. I'm just like, are you kidding me right now? Like it.
I think Kamala Harris could run again and win. I just think if she did that, she would have to go into this next go round 100%
Guns
on one
blazing.
page, correct? Not half-ass and not worried about hurting people's feelings. Hell, if you don't feel like trans women should go to the bathroom, just say that shit and just move on about it. Like, we will be okay. Like, you will still get that vote just because. Like, I just need the people like to not let these minor micro liberal issues to stop them from.
Saving our country.
Correct.
The thing is, like, I just, I can't choose Pete. I'm never going to choose Pete. There's a lot of very qualified gay men. It's just, I don't. Not with him.
I
People are like, oh, he's so well spoken. I don't give a fuck. Tallarico is better, in my eyes, is better than Buttigieg.
Whomever it is in the next 3 years, I just need for everybody to just be able to get on board with them. And that's what I was telling the people that when you left, like, the issue is that if it's a woman, we've seen twice with a white woman and a woman of color slash black woman. The people just aren't for to get behind a woman right now. Like, even
That's
women
see,
for.
I feel like that is such an that's the dog shit excuse. Like they did get behind her. You just can't allow these motherfuckers to get away with cheating. Like that's her conceding the race that quickly. That pissed me off because she should have contested it and she would have won because the proof is all there. We've all seen the proof. Like there's little videos people seeing like showing from election night that it goes from having she goes from having like uh, say like 360,000 votes, then having like 280,000 votes. Like make that.
I agree. This is what they should have done in hindsight. In hindsight, they should have let Joe Biden stay on the front of the ticket, right? They should have just let it be known that Joe Biden has his illness. He's not going to be around very long. He's going to usher Kamala in. He's going to win and then give Kamala her first term, and then she would run for her second term again, the next go round for her second term. But I think changing him, because okay, he was already, we could start seeing the wheels was falling off on his, what does he have, dementia?
Honey, he couldn't even ride a bike.
We started to see the wheels fall off, right? But he could have just stayed on the front of the ticket and just should have let her finish the campaign. I think that would have worked.
Yeah. Robinette he allowed himself to be filled with all the naysayers, all the fucking funders, all of it. You can't do that as a president. You have to like stick to your guns. You have to stand on business.
The thing is with Joe Biden, he never should have been president. No
He
tea,
did have
no
prostate
shade.
cancer, you're right, but they got rid of it. I think they found it early enough to where like he's fine.
The thing with Joseph Biden is he just should have never been president in the first place. Like, he's been running since the damn 90s, and then he just got to a point where it was just like, okay, we need anybody who's gonna beat Donald Trump, and Joe Biden just was it. Joe Biden I'm sure behind the scenes it was like, okay, Joe, you won, I stepped down. And he was like, bitch, fuck that. Fuck that.
Go. 1 second. You came down outside here. Go inside. Here, go inside. There you go.
But with what's going on with the way everybody is just like allowing the shit to happen, like you would think like the people would be out in damn the streets protesting that shit with ICE. What they're doing, like some people was out throwing ice balls at ICE again, and I'm not saying go out and shoot police officers. That's not what I'm saying. I don't want people to take that as what I'm saying, but
do more. I want more like sound, like where their hotels are at. More sound, more noise, more noise. Make it life impossible. And but it really riles me up if you were like, oh, like what were they? They're IDF soldiers. They're white. They're literal Nazis. They're white nationalists. You think they don't have a chip on their shoulder? And they're IDF soldiers, girl.
I 100% agree. At first, when Joe Biden started off as president, his first about 2 years, he was really strong. But them last 2 years, I don't know what happened with his cognizance, but he should have stepped down. He should have stepped down. He should have.
You should step down. Fucking RBG. She should step down.
That's very true. And it was another one who was real sick too. Was it Alito?
Yeah, Alito.
He should have stepped down too. Like, and then another part of this is that a lot of these people don't know when to give up the power to the next
Pass the
generation.
torch.
Like they keep holding on because they believe they're the one. But then, like when they die, Trump is president, so he get to appoint 101 fucking Supreme Court people and change the fucking country completely because
I'm telling you, the next if oh God, I just hope whatever. The next Democratic president to expand the court. Expand the court. You need to. I'm sorry. And put term limits on that shit. And what really grinds my gears is that because we were supposed to be a great nation, right? When we have these hearings for these Supreme Court justices, there was proof. This woman went on there and like told her story, and this bitch ass Brett Kavanaugh sat there crying about boofing beer, and you still appointed him. Like, where is your decency? Where's the cojones? Like, where's I just don't all these great men doing not shit. I'm so tired of people like, oh, we're gonna hop, we're gonna try to impeach him. You're not gonna do shit. Oh, he's writing letters. Like, what is that gonna do, bitch? Cory Booker and his little like whatever what not gerrymandering. What is it called? The filibustering for like 21 hours or whatever he did. Like, what is that gonna do, girl? What is that gonna do, girl? Like surpass a record against the racist? Cool. Where's the actual action? I'm so glad that they were able to extend the the Obamacare, whatever the fuck, the premium, whatever the hell it is. I'm glad they got that done because goddamn. But still, like that's in the sure it's a good win, but like, girl, like, where's the oversight? Where's the checks and balances? They're all gone. Well, yeah, it goes to the Senate, yeah. But it was like all these Republicans who are like, "Oh, we are the party of a family." No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Like if people who keep having kids, listen, I'm all for it. But girl, what kind of world are you leaving them? What kind of world are you bringing them into? Because sure, it's cute for the first 10 years, but when Florida's underwater, when Beaumont, Texas is underwater, where like when these sea levels rise, what's gonna happen, Diva? What's gonna happen? Chevron's gone. So you can't really check these companies anymore. So like, what's gonna happen, Diva? What are we gonna do then? Like, what world are you bringing these kids into? Because after all said and done, and we're gone, like that's it. Like what world are they in? Their kids. Like that's what has me so fucked up about what's going on in our country. Like, what world are we living? Since we're little, we're told if you borrow something, return it in equal or better condition than what you found it. We haven't done that. It makes me want to cry. We only have one world, and we fucked it up.
One world,
We fucked it up.
one heart.
Sing it.
Let's be together. And
That's Mary J. Blige. Thank you. It
so
pisses me off, man. Like
it's really pissing me off, and it's very hard to not talk about these things and just focus on gymnastics when literally
it just intersectionality in all of it. In all of it. Because we might say, "Oh, gymnastics." No. Gymnastics is directly affected by this because you hold nationals in a state that is vehemently against my co-host and myself. Like you hold these competitions in deeply red states that are dangerous for half of your community. All these faggots and trainees and lesbians. Like, girl, it's fucking scary times. We still hold these meets in places like that.
and like questioning people for even wanting it changed. Like somehow we're the crazy ones for not wanting to participate in the bullshit that y'all got going on.
Because like, and this thing Trump wants to do is like the Hunger Games with 2 from each state. Yeah, dead ass. And this whole like WWE on the front lawn of the White House. What are we doing? And listen, that Olympic charter is about to start, bitch. Those Olympics are about to start. If he does one more thing, we're not gonna get to compete in our own home Olympics, girl.
Wouldn't that be something?
And again, just like in gymnastics, the people at the helm, the adults in the conversation, failing everybody, just failing us. Which goes to show that nobody, no matter how prestigious of a career you have, has any idea what to do right now.
Period.
Oh, and now they're going after the West Wing because they have to even it out with the fucking disgusting ass ballroom, which is just going to be a bunker for him. Oh my gosh, it's just so infuriating, and no one's doing anything about it. No one's doing anything about it.
Anything at all. Woosah.
Because we have 30 minutes.
We have about, yes. So let's change the tone. Let's change the topic. Let's talk about the NCAA. Okay.
Let's talk about propaganda.
Okay.
So, and points to Catherine for this. She didn't mention this. She's like, I hate having to point out that all these stories that are coming out right now and all these videos are nothing but propaganda for recruitment, which it is. Some better than others.
Okay. Let's talk about that for a second. I admire the NCAA for actively trying to get gymnasts to choose the NCAA over elite gymnastics. Like it is say the word for me. No, ab, help me out, somebody in the comments. Y'all know what
What is it? Say it again.
it is abnormal.
What are you saying there?
I think they're saying
Admirable.
admirable. There we go. Thank you.
Admirable.
Thank you.
Admirable.
Admirable.
Sure.
It's very admirable that,
Hold on.
thank you, because they deserved it that time.
Put it in the jar.
It deserved it.
Yeah,
It deserved it. It deserved it.
That's what national fun.
It deserved it. It deserved it there. So, but it's just so sad how elite gymnastics isn't even fighting back. Like elite gymnastics act like they don't even see the propaganda of the NCAA literally telling the girls,
come make money.
Come make money. Fuck the worlds. Fuck the Olympics. Look at us. We're having fun. You ain't gotta be hurt and shit. Like it is working. It's very so much working. Congratulations to you, NCAA gymnastics. I don't know what the elite gymnastics is going to do because
how do you incentivize that?
There's just nothing because unless the only way is they change the rules and let professionals compete in the Olympics.
They already do.
For the gymnastics side.
They already do.
But if they do, then they can't go to college.
Yeah. That's why Simone could be in college.
Fuck, because I was about to be like, unless you let them turn professional and go to all the World Cups, but then they couldn't go to college, which would be the ultimate goal. So
now they can do that, and apparently I was told that they're allowed to make a certain amount of money that will cover their training, but outside of that, they don't get to take the whole purse, something like that. Which I mean, cool, but at the end of the day, like change the rules, Diva. Turn the rules around.
I don't understand why their prize money can't be turned into scholarship funds, and
it just goes to cover your training. Like you can still earn it. It just goes to cover your training.
But why can't I earn the whole prize and it goes to my college? And then
ask Mark Emmert.
And then I could use what I need, and then whatever I don't use, I could put in my pocket.
But that's you winning. So here's the thing people don't understand about name, image, and likeness. Okay, your name, image, and likeness is just like your brand. Okay, now you cannot then make money off the sport you're doing. That's a no-no. Okay,
I completely understand that.
Yeah, some people don't. I don't know why, but like it gets kind of murky when in a sport like gymnastics. Both are so intertwined.
But what I'm saying is what I'm saying has very little to do with the NIL money. What I'm saying is, why can't let's say Jayla Hang was to go to the World Cup series this year, right? Like she did last year. And instead of winning just, I don't know, let's say if she won a gold medal and the prize money was $5,000, right? I don't understand why they can't convert that $5,000 prize to a $5,000 scholarship. And
because I mean, that goes to you. That covers your training.
Correct, but why can't they get converted into a scholarship?
Because the scholarships are separate entities. Like it just doesn't work like that. Like it's a whole because then if it's a scholarship, it has to be a nonprofit thing. It's a whole thing. I don't know. Like what it comes down to is they get the money, they keep the money, but it goes to cover their training. I mean, they still keep the money. They can still use it, but like it gets fall under for just training purposes.
And that's how these coaches get over on these damn girls because they'll be like, "Yeah, you're training $12,000."
Yes and no. Yes and no. It's That's one of the areas that's just really murky. Because again, we've talked about this. When you go to competitions, you're covering your entry fee, you're covering your competition, you're covering your room and board, and the room and board and whatever travel for a judge and your coach.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention medical and all that, but that the federation provides that.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all, gymnastics is a very prohibitively expensive sport for a reason. They've made it like that by design.
Period.
So, and that's something we can ask Vanessa when she comes on here in 30 minutes, because it's been that way since its inception. I would really want to know her perception on how you said last time with Missy, how it repeated itself, how history repeated itself.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm definitely okay. Because one thing Addis said in the Missy interview, which I didn't challenge, but it's not quite true. He said that Missy quad is my favorite quad. It is not my favorite quad. Vanessa's quad is my 100%. 100%. From 97 to 2000 is 100%.
I mean,
My
same thing, really, kind of. Same
no.
shit, different players. Same shit.
It is the same shit, different players. That's the crazy part. But because it really happened the same, you guys. Like I know I harp on this all of the time, but I just have to let y'all understand. It literally
History doesn't repeat;
happened
it rhymes.
the same. Like the U.S. women's gymnastics team at home won an unprecedented silver medal, and Mary Lou Retton walked away with an all-around gold medal. They went around after that, and they went on these grandiose tours all around the country. And it wasn't like the Simone Biles tour where they just went around once and stopped. No, 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 baby. These was
It was like a
three.
circus.
These was 3-year long tours going around the damn
And
country.
no Diane Durham.
And no that and
You know what I will never get over? The story that her husband, Tom, told us, how they have memorabilia with Diane's face on all the stuff, and it just didn't come to fruition. That's insane.
that's insane. But then in 1985 they went to because they changed the slightly changed the code of points, and the USA girls just did not have a start values to compete. Then there was no world championships in 1986, and then there was the big world championships in 1987, where the USA really, really flopped very hard to the point where it was like, Bella, please come save us, help us out. And Bella was like, okay. But what happened in 1988 is Bella was like, okay. But then it was like, oh, but yeah, Bella, you're not going to be the national team or the head coach or none of that shit. And Bella was like, ha, 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 ha. So then in 1997, again, after a home Olympics where Team USA won an unprecedented Olympic gold medal, Shannon Miller walked away with a gold medal, Dominique Dawes walked away with a bronze medal, and Amy Chow walked away with a silver medal. What did the USA gymnastics do again? That Magnificent 17. I think them girls are still on tour to this day. And sometimes, like them girls was.
Let me tell you, what's her face? I just forgot her name. The ankle.
Carrie Shrug.
I was gonna call her Carrie Perry. Yeah, she's still on tour, still singing the national anthem.
My God, them girls was like they was on tour up until the 2000 Olympic Games. Like, there's reason why so many of them said, "Hey, Dominique Dawes, Shannon Miller, J.C. Phelps, Dominique Mucciano." The reason why so many of them decided to continue is because they never got out of shape because they was on tour so damn hard. Like, they were on tour so hard they created a whole professional league competition for the tour. Like it was,
And that
I
was a
don't.
flop.
But it was a. That's what the professional league should be like. That's why I'm saying like I don't understand why they like. For 2 years they had it. That's just what we at gymnastics fans. That's all we require. Like that was the profession. That was it. That was everything. That was the professional league. That's what it should
Cheap
be.
date. Y'all are a cheap date.
Period. 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 Very cheap. So when the 2000 Olympics came around in Sydney, after the USA flopped so hard in '99, flopped so hard in '90. I mean, flopped
Flippity flopped.
so hard in '99. They called Bella Crowley up again, like, Bella, please save us again, please, please, please. And then, if '88 was chaotic, 2000 was just
A copy
correct.
paste.
Another professional rock, the Rock and Roll Challenge, like that was the tour. Like, yeah, like we remember them as individual competitions, but no, like these girls was literally on tour, and to make the tour entertaining, they came up with these competitions in the middle of the tour. These girls was on tour, like, my God,
Like
like.
Taylor Swift could never.
So when 2000 came around, it was like, wait, we don't have no pros. I mean, like,
They couldn't even get to into the arena. Open the doors. Open the doors. Let us in. Let us
so
in.
it's just, I don't know, but
Doors.
and then the crazy part about just even in hindsight, like in '88, the USA lost a bronze medal on a technicality. In 2000, they won a bronze medal on a technicality. Like, the parallels is just, it's just unreal between those two quads. Like, and I just have a bad feeling we're watching the third go round of those two quads right now.
Because history does not only repeat itself, it rhymes.
But unlike those two quads, we went into this first World Championships and won some medals. But just like in those two quads, that middle bit competition, the Goodwill Games, they both did well. So,
I mean, Vanessa Atler is the 1998 Goodwill Games gold medalist on floor and vault.
Dominique Mucciano is the Goodwill Games all-around champion, beating out Horkina, beating out Arminar, beating out Alaru. Like, that was
Gag.
not no bullshit competition. Like, that was
No city championships.
that was not no bullshit competition. I just never understood why they brought Sierra Sapinar, no tea, no shade. But
Yeah.
why didn't they let Elise Ray do that, or Kristen Maloney, or Vanessa do the all around?
Yeah,
Like,
poor. I get so sad about Maloney. Like that tibia, like those rods. My God.
okay, cute. Yeah, let's talk about that for a second. Before, like, I give Kristen Maloney a lot of shit because she to me was the original Michaela Skinner of
She was
gymnastics. Like,
abusive.
her gymnastics was very, very, very sloppy to me, and I just could never understand
The hype.
the hype.
Yeah.
But as an adult, I can understand that girl was probably one of the most injured gymnasts who was still competing. Like, her leg was literally broke the entire quad. Like,
She had no leg. That's what a rod in there. She had no leg.
and they kept putting rods in there because to fix the surgery would have her out for a long period of time, and
kept
then
on doing gymnastics on it.
And it kept getting worse. Like, her leg was broke the entire all the way from '97 all the way until 2000. Her leg was. She finally had the surgery when she went to UCLA, and then she was out for like a year and a half. Imagine if Jay just would have let her have the surgery like in '98, and she would have been fully back and healthy for 2000. Like,
imagine if they would. Mariah Carey just got surgery on to remove the nose and all that. Imagine that. I can't. I don't know what that. I don't know. Things we'll never know. For 500, Alex, please.
But as I was saying with Kristen really was. Again, she went to the fuck ass parquet. Like, they had this girl doing full twist and double layout, whip back into a double layout, punch front into a triple twist in 2000. Like, And that still wasn't good enough for her to make event finals. Like,
It was not. It was not. It was not. And the thing is, like, that entire quad then gave room for other like really fuck ass things to happen. Like, it gave room for Peggy Liddick to exist as a coach in Australia. Like, girl, what are we doing here? What are we doing here on this day? Like, you know what I mean? It's a lot.
and it was the cycle of
Fuck assness.
I'm gonna say this, and again, I know y'all hate when it sounds like I'm a Caroli apologist, but I'm really not. But it just really, I was around when the Carolis weren't there, and it just was given what it's given now. Like, I don't know what it is with USA Gymnastics and the actual sport of gymnastics thing. Like,
Yeah. Wait, so what?
the actual, the actual, not sport of gymnastics, and the
The
actual
action of actually is that
the actual actions of gymnastics thing.
yeah, that there you go. She sells Cecil by Seashore, of course. Yes, very much that. Very
But
much.
it's just like they just do bad. Like they just make dumb decisions after dumb decisions that just don't make any sense.
Okay.
And
What can you pinpoint a certain like decision that was kind of fuck ass?
why wouldn't the Rybeckies change this girl's bar routine? Like you see, she can't do this damn Coleman each. Like you see every
She caught it
fucking.
once. Like
She caught it like 4 times out of like 20 competitions. Like, why wouldn't y'all teach her a new release move? Why didn't y'all
they weren't
teach
even
her?
they weren't gonna use her on bars. Like I don't it's just like
No, I think the ultimate goal was to at least let her be first up on bars. Like the
okay.
ultimate goal, because she was the ultimate hope of winning the all around, right? So to be the ultimate hope of winning the all around, you're hoping she's getting 9.8s on the other 3 events, and on bars she can squeak by with a 9.4 something, maybe 9.5 something to
Something cute.
win. Yeah. I don't understand why was they so stuck on the Comaneci release move, the 1.5 turn and pirouette that she often always missed or fell. Why wouldn't they change? Like, why didn't they have? Like, Jamie Dedger was doing a whole different type of bar routine. Like, why wasn't they teaching Vanessa Atler how to do shapashes to pats and stuff like that? Like, I just don't.
That predates her, doesn't it? A little bit.
Uh,
Doesn't
what?
it predate her? Like poshes?
Shh.
No.
No, and then
No.
Jamie Dedger was doing a Shapash to a pack routine back then too, and they was at the same gym. So I don't understand, like, why didn't they just teach Vanessa a different release move?
A
Like,
death.
girl, she,
Something.
girl,
I think she could have done a death.
I think maybe a Jaeger.
Or hear me out. Hear me out. A Fulton Leila Tkachev. Ooh. Yeah. I like that. I just feel like we're gonna get that at some point in this quad. I really do. I really do. I really do.
I don't understand why they didn't teach her how to do a Takachev to a pack. Like, it's just so much that I just don't understand why they were so stuck on that damn bar routine. Like,
well, we were to be able to ask her here in like 15 minutes.
another dumbass shit that was going on in USA Gymnastics is that's still going on. I don't understand why their turns and leaps, they do these fuck ass turns and leaps that are never gonna get credited. Like, that was one of the Team USA. That was one of the Teams USA biggest issues with their start values back then. Like, why their start values were so low. Like, because in America, they would give them credit for that damn bullshit. Then they'll walk away with these 9.60s and 9.7s. They go to Worlds, they go to Olympics. Nothing is getting credited. They popping up with 9.1s, 9.2s, and they're just gagged. And they're just like,
what happened? Girl, you didn't meet the requirements.
You didn't do nothing. You didn't.
What is it? You a dummy. You're a dummy.
Like, it's like, I go back and watch that quad. I see all these girls who was trying to do this leg up double turn into this
Oh,
down wolf jump one and a
losing.
half turn. Like, and I'm pretty sure that was a DD combination back in that quota points, which was worth like so much bonus points. But it's like you weren't even getting the double turnaround. Why was you even
No.
like? Why was y'all even trying that combination? Like,
It's throwing anything at the wall, trying to make it sick. Anything and everything at the wall.
and then because of that, that's why for the next quad, so many of the girls who was trying to leg up double turn could not get it around. Why Nastia in damn 2008 struggled on that. Like, do y'all know how many girls was trying to leg up double turn and they eventually took out the routine? And at least Marta gave them the credit to take it out. Like, y'all other coaches would just be like, try it. And be like, no, bitch, it's a deduction. Like, it's not just a B or a D. It's like, no, bitch, it's like a B minus.
You'll lose the scale and you get deducted for that.
Correct. Like all of these Gojons, that's why they're trying to, because in their mind, they'll be like, oh, if they don't give you the D credit, they'll give you the C credit.
They will
Like, no,
not.
bitch. No, yes, they're going to downgrade the skill. They're going to give you precision deductions. They're going to deduct so you're like, it makes no sense to do things that, like,
It seems counteractive to the sport.
correct. Like,
Yeah.
and the Team USA continues with that bullshit to this day.
I really hope that the come to Jesus meeting that Betty had with the coaches really comes to fruition because we need that. We need better artistry, girl. We just need that. We need better artistry across the board. Across the board. Like it's what it is. This is what the WG is asking of their International Women's Technical Committee. Like if that's what they're asking of the girls, you gotta give it. Okay, like what did you say once? You can't just give the like a little powder. You have to give full tuna.
Period. Period. And I also wonder about under her quota points, that floor routine that's so well known. She didn't do a full pirouette on one foot at all in that routine. And I wonder if it was even a requirement. Does she even know? Because when she went to Valeri damn sure added that full turn to that routine. So I wonder if it was even a requirement under that code. It might have not been, but
I think I think it was. I think it was.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Chat, help us out. Chat. I just here's my question though. How do you solve it?
You gotta teach the girls dance. Like it just can't all be tumble. Like gymnastics is a very artistic sport, and like dance is was I think is missing. Like the reason why we look at the Russians as so beautiful is because they start ballet training as a part of their gymnastics training. It's like one and the same. Like they understand that the girls have to be beautiful dancers, right? And I'm not
Yeah.
saying that in America we're gonna produce ballerinas, but
Can we though?
dancers.
Ballerinas would be great. I would love ballerinas.
Some gyms might, but
And
not all the
Pavlovas,
gyms.
please.
Some gyms, but not all the gyms.
Who would you say produces ballerinas?
For the Americans,
Yeah,
I think Gage thinks they produce the ballerinas.
I think that's courage, girl. That's courage. That's courage.
I think Woga thinks they produce the
Oh,
ballerina.
very much so. Very much so. Like Valeria thinks he's Barishnikov. Absolutely. Absolutely
Um,
thinks he's Barishnikov.
who else? Hmm.
Pacific Rain thinks of the girls.
I don't think they can think that.
Well, there's more. Their dance more contemporary. Like Mia Michaels contemporary.
They don't think they can. They don't have to. I won't allow them to believe that.
Okay. Yeah. Kel, your response. Rebuttal, girl, stand up. Kel is their coach's name. He's a
Period.
leaf. He's a salad leaf. I like Kel. The leaf, not him. Yeah.
And just the craziest thing about that quad is how many the Magnificent Seven really was like just jumped in and was a part of the picture of making that team. Like, could you imagine like the year before the Olympics if I think Simone could do it, but let's
Simone
take
could have a kid and come back and still be fine.
if Jade Carey, Jordan Childs, and Sunisa Lee was like, "Oh yeah, it's a year before the Olympics, and y'all sucked at last year Worlds. Let me just jump into training," and
I think Suni could do it.
maybe.
Oh, she left. Well, my body went over the ocean. My body went over the sea. Oh, she is. Hey, Diva, you
Yeah, what
fell?
happened? I
I have no
guess.
idea. My bunny went over the ocean. My bunny went over the sea. No, it just
But I just so.
it's nuance, right? It's nuance as everything else is in the freaking world. Like it's one of those things. Like yes, you can push the artistry as hard as you want, but you also have to back it up with some level of gymnastics, Diva. Like they both have to like come together and be a beautiful like tapestry of gymnastics. And I just don't think as a nation for the US, we've gotten to the point where we can even establish that our girls are dancers, right? They're just
And it's not okay. It's not even about being dancers.
no.
That's one conversation. It's hitting the correct positions on the dance skills, which is aggravating me because there are lots of countries like the Russians. I don't think the Russians as a whole are great dancers per se. They have some girls who can interpret the music very beautifully. But what the Russians do over the Americans is they hit the positions and the dance skills correctly. Same thing with the Chinese. It's just the Chinese, they have no power at all. The dance skills is how they get their start values. They have to hit the dance skills correctly
Yeah.
because they have nothing else.
It's just like what stresses me out is like when you let these girls do these switch rings and like it's just not gonna get credit, Siva. It's not gonna get credit.
Like how the people was trying to argue with me about Dulcie's damn
It's not
ring.
gonna get credit. Like that,
It's
a heel has to be at the level of the head, at the crown, right? But your crown, you have to have full back flexibility, Eva. Okay, like you have it's just like it's and the leg has to be above 180, bitch. Like it's ah. Donatella, so sorry, Diva. I'm so sorry, Donatella. They're really putting it through it. The girls are. They're not well. They're not well. They're not well. Not well. And things like, how do we fix it?
and there's just other leaps that the Americans can do that are worth the same. That like
Bullimar. The Bullimar.
I think a lot of Americans should try that, but it's just other like how Jordan went from doing she took something out and was doing that pike full to stomach, which is a C. Like you just gotta learn things that you can do that's not ugly.
Yeah. Yeah. And there are a billion ways to compose a good routine. It's just making one that is actually fine tuned to your athlete. Because it's never gonna, you're just never gonna be able to give a routine to a girl that can't do the things you're asking her of. Like, don't give a girl samba if she can't samba.
Like a lot of the Americans would benefit from learning how to do these leaps with full turns over these ring leaps because I think a lot of y'all could get these leaps with full turns around on beam versus I don't think a lot of y'all will ever be able to hit that damn correct ring position.
Because you just don't have the back flexibility for it.
Like with Dulcie. Dulcie has the head release, but the back flexibility, she just does not have it for that skill at all. It's just
And these skills are meant to be easy. They're not.
no, and they're not meant for everybody to be able to do it. Like this is why skills get devalued because once the coaches and the judges be like, "Oh, everybody can do this, so why is it worth this?" Like, no, it's some skills
Well,
a lot of
it's like who were we talking about last time? I just blanked on it. Oh, we were thinking about never mind. The thought was here, and then she just fluttered away. She just flew
it
away.
happens all the time.
Yeah. Caught me in 4K.
Um,
Well, 1080. 720 actually, 720p. There's 7 minutes.
Dosey.
Who
Who
is
do you
who's on
think?
your? Yeah.
I was trying to say, who do you think is going to win this weekend?
Oh, I was going to ask you who is your too early worst prediction team.
I need to wait to see a world selection camp to see who's actually trying this year because until NCAA season end, I don't know because I don't know who's really trying.
Right. Right. I mean, what I do know, and
Because
go ahead.
last year at this point, well, not at this point, but like in March, when people like Jocelyn and not Jade Carey, what's the girl? Leanne is coming back. A lot of y'all was like, why would they come back? They're not gonna make these teams. They're not gonna beat no Jayla Hay. They're not gonna beat no do. They're not gonna beat no Claire Priest. They're not gonna beat no Ashley Sullivan. Why would they even waste their time in coming back? Retire. I remember those conversations, so I'll just say it. Let's just wait until after the NCAA season.
Okay.
We all know the first half of the league season really don't matter.
It is not. It is not.
So
Well, I mean, now with the new NQS like provisions, they might matter more. But at the end of the day, girl, like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? On this day today.
I said for the first half of the elite season, they don't matter.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, because what are you doing? You're going to the Cups and like
Just
Yesalo,
long.
and that's it. I wish I could show you guys Klaus. He's literally like, because there's this great sliding door right there. He's just like this. He's like this. He's like, are you done? But yeah, okay. So this weekend, I think who's going to end. Stop looking at me like that. I think who's going to end up looking really good this weekend is as follows. Okay, I think that in the what was it Dan Clemson. I'm gonna give it to Clemson. I'm gonna give it to Clemson. I'm gonna give it to
I
Clemson.
think Bama.
Okay. As far as Central Michigan Fisk at Simu,
Fist, why not?
sure. Washington, Arizona.
Washington.
Okay. NC State at Auburn. Auburn. Okay. Then we're gonna skip a couple because I need to ask you what that is. That yeah. Oregon State at BYU.
Oregon.
Okay, and then we're gonna do the okay. LSU, Oklahoma, UCLA, Utah.
Ooh. I think it's because it's their first meet. I think LSU is gonna walk away with this one.
Really? I mean, okay, sure, but you got the momentum going for UCLA from last weekend.
UCLA aren't known for putting two great meets together back to back.
I'm sorry. I know you didn't say that. I know you didn't say that.
I said it.
Wow, what are you eating?
Peanuts.
All right, girl. Sure. 3 minutes. You better wrap the peanuts up in 3 minutes. Talent one. Top of the call sheet.
I will. I
Okay.
will.
So moving forward, Georgia at Ohio State. Georgia.
Duh.
Oh, right. At the quad meet, I think UCLA is going to take it. Yeah. I think UCLA is going to, yeah.
What's the 14? What's the 14? Is Utah?
LSU, Oklahoma, UCLA, Utah. Yeah, I mean they're at the Huntsman or whatever, the Maverick Center. So yeah, kind of have to, you know. But I think UCL Slay is going to take it. I have to take it. Okay,
It's
Arkansas,
gonna be close.
Minnesota.
Nah, it's probably gonna be Oklahoma, like always. We just shitting on them, like
Arkansas and Minnesota. Arkansas.
Yeah, I agree.
Then Sprouts Farmer Collegiate Quad Session 2. Cal, Kentucky, Michigan State. Or Cal.
Cal, Kentucky, Michigan, or Michigan State.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, they're I wouldn't say evenly matched, but like there's gonna be some fun gymnastics there. Absolutely.
I'm gonna go Oh, it should be Cal, but Cal is nowhere near the team they once were.
I think it'd be MSU.
Yeah, it should be Michigan State. Maybe Kentucky with a sneaky one.
Maybe. Maybe. And then for Sunday, I think we said Stanford to Denver.
It should be Stanford.
Yeah. Hand over fist. And then Monday we have best of Utah. That's BYU, Southern Utah, Utah State. Yeah.
Utah,
Which one of them all?
the main one with Avery Neff.
Yeah, sure. Y'all really like Avery Neff, don't y'all? Y'all
We
like
do
her. Okay.
a lot.
I never bought the propaganda.
You didn't have to.
I didn't think so either. Like, y'all can keep an invoice for that. I wasn't buying that to that store. I was not. Okay. Let me see.
She has my credit card on file.
Does she now?
Hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Hi, Vanessa.
Hi.
Okay.
Does it feel slow? I feel like my video is not.
No, it'll even out.
Oh, well,
Well,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So I got to give you an intro, Vanessa. You are the 1997 U.S. National All-Around Champion, the 98 Goodwill Games gold medalist on floor and vault, the 4-time national champion in the individual events of vault, balance beam, and floor. And she's also the 1996 Junior National All-Around floor champion, all-around and floor champion, and the first woman to compete at Rudy. Come on now, Vanessa Atler, everybody.
Wow, that was a great intro. I have never been introduced like that. That was great.
well, I want to do my own personal intro, Vanessa. I just want to say, as somebody who's been watching this sport since I was like 14 years old, I'm 44 now. I literally watched the entire quad from 97 to 2000. It was the first quad that I was like old enough to actually realize what was going on, like would understand the sport. And back then I was going through my high school years, and I say that to all the gymnasts. I want to say this to you. I want to personally thank you for being one of my heroes, one of the people that really saved my life when I was a teenager and I was so lost and I was so confused and I was like by myself and I didn't know and have friends like that. I had you all. I had you all to watch. I used to record every competition on the VHS tapes. I used to be a part of your fan club. I used to follow your blog. Like, and to interview you, Vanessa Atler, the Vanessa Atler, this is one of the highlights of my life. I thank you so much for coming on to our show.
Where's
Thank you
cry?
so much. That means so much to me. That is amazing. You know, it's fun because when you're out there competing, you don't realize, I think, that other people are watching like that. And I think that's amazing. It's really great to hear that.
And it's not just me, it's a whole group of us who feel the same way about you, especially your quad in particular, and the love that we all have for you in particular, Vanessa Adler. You just don't understand how much the gymnastics community truly adore you. Like, adore you.
Oh,
So
thank
yeah,
you so much.
that's the first question. Like, how does it feel to be so universally loved by all of us? Because
Oh,
we all hold the candle for you.
oh, amazing. I mean, I think it just lifts me up because I think, you know, everybody goes through their stuff, right? Of just being hard on themselves or not thinking great things of yourself. And to be able to have a community constantly that I can go to that uplifts me and makes me feel good about myself. I know a lot of people don't get that. And I get that. My husband's always like, what does it feel like? You do a post and then people just love you. And I'm like, it's the best. This is why I still want to be a part of it. It's uplifting for me and it feels good and I feel appreciated. And it's been a part of my life forever, gymnastics. And when I love a sport like that, but at the same time in return get feedback like that, it's amazing for me and I'm a very lucky person.
Because let me tell you, you're doing such. I get such a kick at watching you do your old skills. Some like she still got it. She still got it. She still got it.
Oh
Still
man,
got it.
it's been, it's a goal. I still haven't even finished my front tuck mount, you guys. I was like, all
It's
of the
there.
holidays, I just been eating and not working out. And I'm like, I'm not gonna get up there on that beam and do that front tuck yet. I have to be in the right mode, So everyone's gonna have to wait. I haven't finished yet, but no, it's been fun. It's been fun doing my old skills, and it's made me happy because I haven't I really don't like work out much or do much. And to be able to do that stuff still, it was so fun. And to kind of feel like a little bit of nervousness and being scared to do something, there's not a lot of opportunity to get that feeling again, because I mean, even if you did like soccer in the past and then you go back to it as an adult, there's nothing you're really scared of, right? Gymnastics,
Right.
it gives you a little bit of fear in there. And so it's hard to kind of like remake that feeling, and to be able to like get that feeling again was pretty awesome.
So are you ready to go back to the Wayback Time Machine? Because like I said,
yeah.
I'm a real fan, so I could talk about individual competitions, baby. Okay. So I want to go back
You
to
might remember more than I do. My memory is so bad. So
baby, I promise you I do. I promise you I do. So I want to go back to 1997, right? Your senior career debuted the American Cup, right? Now, I want to ask you because it was so weird for us as fans because they just changed the rules. So you were competing as a senior, but on the elite scene, you were still technically a junior. Can you explain that to people? Because it was so weird watching you go through this whole year. And then when they picked the world championship team, they were like, oh, you're too young to make the world championship team. And we were like, wait, what? You're literally the same age as Dominique Mucciano, and Jenny Thompson. What? This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I know. I was always right at the cutoff date, which really sucked. I think Mochiano was only like a couple months older than me. So I just always missed out on stuff. I'll be honest, I didn't really understand any of it either. Everything was told to me like the last second. You know what I mean? And I'm sure my at the last second. Oh, here's a new rule. You can't compete, as a senior yet or whatever. So it kind of sucked. It kind of sucked. And at the same time, I don't know. I don't know if anything would have been different, but I just the age restriction doesn't, like, I don't buy in on it that it helps with like, less pressure and all of that stuff. I think no matter what, we still have juniors. They're still doing the same, sometimes even more than seniors do. So the pressure's still there. You just have to wait. And it's just like, I would rather, and you have to time your peak, like when you're peaking. And it makes it just so much harder. And then you have to get lucky of like when you're born, and all of those things. So it kind of sucks. I understood what the reasoning was for, but I don't really think it solved much of like lowering the upping the age of like when someone's allowed to compete at whatever, the Olympics or worlds or things like that. I think sometimes too when you're younger, it's less pressure because you just don't really realize what you're doing. You know what I mean? It's just you're going out there and still having fun. And then as you get older, you start realizing how important everything is. And it's sometimes it's a bit harder.
And it wasn't just you, it was a couple of you all. It was you, it was Jamie, it was a couple of you all because at that national championships, like they were picking people like 9th and 10th place because they just was old enough to make the team, whereas a bunch of you all were younger than them girls, but were score wise, I'm not going to say better, but you were doing better than those girls at that moment in time.
Yeah.
Was there any conversation between the coaches? I know it wasn't the system in place wasn't at that time, but like, did y'all have a talk? Like, why are we competing with the seniors when we can't go to worlds? Like, we should be still doing the juniors. Like, I don't understand. Like, what's
not real. I'll be honest, not really. I think we were just so young that all of this was so new anyway. I mean, we had just got onto the scene of elite level, and then all of a sudden we were up there in the rankings, me and Jamie. And so I think we were just like satisfied with that. We were just like, wow, we're here. This is amazing. And there wasn't too much of like, oh, this is not fair, or this, and this, or we're better. I think we were just shocked to be in the same room as Mochiano. Like, she was somebody that watched. And so we were still kind of just, everything was still new to us. So hindsight, maybe as an adult, we look back and go, oh, that kind of sucks. You know what I mean? We could have had a lot more international experience. And maybe that would have changed some things. But yeah, at the moment we were just kids having fun, I think.
How did it feel? Because right after Atlanta, right after the Magnificent Seven just came from home from the gold medal, you were the next one up. Like all the cameras, all the attention was on you. Like everything was on you. And it just was like out of nowhere, because beforehand it would be like somebody was there on the bubble. They may have not made the team. So then they got pushed up to the next cycle. But it wasn't like that for especially you. It was like, this is Vanessa Atler. She is great. Y'all better watch her. She's the next one up. She's gonna go to the Olympics. Like, what did that feel like for you? Like, it just started. Like, you just became a singer, and everybody already was like, "It's you. It is you. Like, you are the one."
Well, I'll be honest. At the start, it was amazing because again, I was so young that it was just like, I'm famous, like, wow, this is cool. Everybody likes me, like, wow. And I think we're just like on a really big high. I think it really came like the year after and then going forward, like, oh, shoot, I have to maintain this for 4 years. That's the part that was hard. It was like, okay, wow, they think I'm great. Hooray, celebration. Everybody likes me. This is awesome. And then like, as I go into each competition, oh, wait, they're expecting me to win or do good. And that's what started adding the pressure for me, was the expectation that everybody already said I was good without like me really accomplishing a lot. I mean, for some people, yeah, you say I accomplished a lot, but in what their expectation was for me to go to the Olympics, in 2000. It just was this added like expectation. And so if anything was less than that, that wasn't good. It was like considered great. So at first it was really awesome. And then as the time went by, that pressure started coming on.
So I wanted to ask, and I was looking over there because I have a Saint Bernard. He's all of 4 years old and he's like a big baby, so he's like literally right here. But please. And so I want to ask, how was it going to the first Worlds in China? We're about to go back to China for Chengdu in 27. So I want to hear about your like, what'd you eat? Like, how was that whole experience?
That experience was really horrible, you guys. It wasn't really great at all. Yeah, it was really bad. And I think for all of us, it was really bad because, so Worlds was right after I left Beth and Steve. So I had no coach. And I wanted to like just quit or whatever. And USA Gymnastics kind of freaked out about it because I didn't have a coach. And they're like, no, we need you there. So they sent me Arthur Arkopian, Michaela Maroney's coach. And I worked out at a gym in Van Nuys, California called Gymnastics Olympica.
I lived in Van Nuys.
Yeah. Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Yeah.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. So I worked out at that gym while he like kind of like maintained, but like he was so nice to me. And I don't know if it was just like, oh, I have Vanessa and I don't, she's stressed or whatever, but I didn't do great trainings before Worlds. It was just like, oh, do a couple routines here and there. And so it just felt very like, my God, I'm supposed to be going to Worlds and I'm not like prepared, at least comparable to like what I was used to at Gliders of how hard we worked. So when I went to Worlds, it was awkward too, because Jamie was there with Steve. Me and Jamie were still talking and stuff, but Steve was depressed and it was a weird, awkward thing that, he didn't know if he was supposed to say something to me or not. And so we didn't speak at all to each other. And I was out of shape because I just wasn't training. So it wasn't really doing great. And that was like when they, I guess we competed horribly in USA Gymnastics eyes, and they had big coaches meetings talking about we're like the worst team ever. And so it was like, we were just, all of us, me, Elise, Ray, Maloney, we were just like ready to be done at that Worlds. We were like, get us out of here. This is horrible. Nobody likes us. We're doing horrible. We're letting everybody down. So, yeah, it wasn't my first Worlds was not a good experience. And I was just like ready to go home kind of after that. My ankle hurt still. I hadn't gotten surgery on it. We didn't know it was still had a big bone chip in it. So me not training on it very well, you know, and then like landing short on a lot of tumbling passes and things just killed me. I think I made it to floor finals and then I didn't even compete because I
Mm-hmm.
was hurt so bad. So
You were the #1 qualifier to World Finals in '99.
oh, I was. Oh, see, look at you knew and I didn't know. Yeah, they were mad, and I was kind of like in teenager mode. Well, I mean, rightly so, I was protecting myself, but they were mad because I'm not doing it. I'm not competing. I'm not ready. I don't feel good. My ankle hurts, and they're like, "You're doing it," and I'm like, "I'm not. You can't force me, so I'm not doing it." You know, so we were just pissed at USA Gymnastics because they weren't treating us very nicely. They didn't like us very much because you know they came off of '96 gold medal winning team, and here comes this new team in here, and we're all kind of like not them, and you're not winning gold medals anymore and stuff like that. So they really just did not like us very much.
Well, Vanessa, I just want to let you know from us as the fans, we never blamed you all. It was them. It was them because it was so obvious to us as the fans that they did not care about you all. They just cared about having the Magnificent Seven on tour that whole quad. And it wasn't until, and we just had an interview with Missy Marlowe, and it's so funny how your quad and Missy quad to me is so parallel. It's so like
Mhm.
almost the exact same thing happened
Wow.
both of those quads where a home Olympics happened. They were very successful. So USA Gymnastics went into turmoil and everybody
Yeah.
got to go on tour and everybody got to meet Mary Lou Retton. And in your quad, everybody got to meet the Magnificent Seven. And then bam, the Olympics come around. And they're like, oh snap, what do we do? Like the
Right.
Olympics is here. We're
not ready.
we're
We're
not
panicked.
ready.
Yeah.
Bella, please come save us. Bella, please, please. And Bella, with your quad, which was just infuriates me, is Bella was like, yeah, I'll come save y'all, but I need total and complete control. Nobody can have no say about nothing that I do, and everything that I do has to be right. And everybody was like,
Yeah.
okay, it's Bella
Yeah.
Caroli.
Yeah, whatever we
And
gotta do to get the medals. Yeah, it's sad because I think that's what I'm hoping, and I think that things have changed, and now we have a new president in there, so I don't know what's going to happen, but we definitely repeat. They repeat the same tactic over and over and over again, and they always stress after a successful Olympics that you know everyone has the same expectation when really it's a new herd of athletes that need things under their feet. They need to be able to compete. They need to be able to make mistakes. So again, this is going to be a really hard quad coming up right now. You know, people are going to be hard on them because Simone's not there anymore, right?
mhm,
And hopefully Jordan Childs is back. But like at the same time, it's like it's hard on them because oh wait, do we have to have people come back to save us? You know what I mean? And people are oh these girls aren't good
How many
anymore.
times is that going to happen? Like,
Yeah, it's just it takes time. It needs time, and it's really hard and unfortunate to be those kids the year after the Olympics. I almost
mhm,
wish like I love Hesley, but it's really hard to win the year after the Olympics because again,
mm,
they have a lot of expectation, and now she has 3 more years to have to keep that up, and anything below that, it's like oh she's falling apart or whatever. I sometimes it's good though if you can get up there at the right at the beginning and go down and then come back up again. I feel like Nastia did that a little bit,
mhm.
where you know there's a lot of excellence. She kind of went down. Sean Johnson came in, and then at the very end, she kind of came back up and peaked again. So it's a rough
journey.
position to be in. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
we okay, go ahead, Michaela. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to go back in time again because I want to go back in time to 1998 because that's when us as the fans was like, okay, the girls got it together. Like 98 for y'all quad was like amazing. Like you all
Yeah.
went to the Goodwill game and basically won almost everything. Like y'all was beating Horkina, y'all was beating Armanar, y'all was beating Alaru. And then I don't know what happened in 99. It's like the everybody was hurt. The spark was gone. Like, no, everybody was damn hurt. Like,
Yeah.
can you explain to us as the fans what happened in between 98 when everybody was like on a high and
Yeah.
then 99? Like, it just was so weird.
Yeah, I think it's always has to do with peaking at the right time, and it was, building maybe a little too fast. I don't know. I really don't know why everyone gets hurt at what time. You know what I mean? It reminds me of like the last Olympic trials, right? Where everybody was
Hmm.
tearing their Achilles in half. And it's like you gotta go like, what's happening? What are we doing wrong? And it's just like, I don't know, it's just life and it happens at the wrong time. And ours happened in 99. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and sometimes you can say, there's a culture that goes on. Everybody learns from each other and stuff. And so I think when everyone learns from each other, they're also doing the same things, and they might be doing too much of the same thing over and over and over again, and it hits your body in a weird way, and you have to get lucky. You really, really do.
Because I mean,
So
gymnastics is crazy in that way, right? Having to peak and keep peaking like for like worlds, and then you have to peak again for nationals and then worlds. It's like
yeah,
that's
you
not
have to kind of
normal.
pick and choose what's the most important to you, and I
Hmm.
think sometimes people are ready too soon. It's really hard for them. It's hard for me as an athlete or as a coach. I'm sorry, as a coach to want to show up at our first meet and not well because I know at the end of the season we want to be ready. Then this isn't important right now. But if you go too soon because you have pride and you don't want people to talk poorly about you, you go to this competition, you don't want to be falling all over the place. Um, it's
Because it
hard
is
to be
marketing.
okay with that. You have to be a coach that says like, this is not important. Who cares? And who cares what people say? It's just like classics and things like that. No one, you don't want to be winning at classics. You know what I mean? But when you
Because I mean, that
don't
is marketing for your gym.
yeah,
Yeah.
when you don't win at classics, that's when people start talking. And so if you're able to manage that or as a coach protect them from that, just like Hesley was the same thing, right? She what was it classics? She didn't do well or something. I don't know. And everybody was
Yes.
freaking out,
Yeah.
or she didn't compete or something. And everybody's freaking out about it. And it's like, just she's not even supposed to be ready yet. Like, just leave her alone. And yeah, so yeah, peaking at the right time is just it's an art, it's a science to be able to do that. And also you have to have a lot of patience and not care what people say, because it is impossible to win every single meet in a season. It's impossible
Hmm.
to do well in every single meet. You have to time it right. So
Can't
I
win them
wish,
all.
yeah, you can't win them all. And I just wish people would just calm down when people have a bad meet. It's like they love to predict what's happening and why they're messing up. And it's just like, this is, you fall sometimes. You know what I mean?
And plus, I feel like, especially during your era, you guys, it seemed like to us there was more competitions, or they aired more competitions more. You guys had the 3 up 3 challenge that you guys always competed in. You all had just different other meets that they would actually air on TV. Whereas today, it's basically classics, nationals, and worlds. And
Yeah.
if you know the right people or follow the right streamers, you can watch the international meets. But for the Americans, they don't play the training camps like that, and
Right.
Or they
you could,
copyright saying me.
or you, or they barely play when they send the girls to Pan American games. Like, you
Yeah.
have to really search for that. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
let me tell you, like it's as the person who streams the meets, it is so hard to find these streams sometimes. I have 2 VPNs. I have to like wake up at all times of the night to be able to stream the
Right.
meets for people. I'm just like, this is hard. And I can only
Yeah.
imagine people who don't know as much about computers as I do. Like
Right.
that's why I do it. That's why I stream the meets for everybody, because I'm just like, what are we doing in
Yeah.
2026?
Well, there's that balance, right? Like I think at our time, everything was with I think it was what Bob Colarossi, who was the president at the time. Everything was about marketing. And after 96 Olympics, it was like, how many meets can we get in there? How do we pump this up and make it huge? So I think they really were doing that. I think over time, what happened was coaches started giving input more on what yes, this is about money and marketing, all those things, but we're not going to do well if you throw our kids on TV every 10 seconds. You know what I mean?
mm,
We have to time this so it works out for us. This can't be all about what the fans want and things like that. So I think there's always that struggle and balance with coaches and like the marketing team or the president or whoever is how do we make gymnastics important, everybody watch it and make it good, but also that this matches up with our elites and that they are considered first. They're
hmm.
considered first. Oh, did we lose him?
I got you. I got you. Hold on.
I'm here. I have no
Okay.
idea what happened. I have no idea what happened there.
Yeah, so I think there's always that struggle of like, athletes first, and they're starting to try to think that way more. But yeah, as far as like the streaming stuff, you think by now they would have all that stuff down. You know what I mean?
I do. If I have it down, let me tell you, consistently breaking like 5,000 viewers. I'm like, if I can do it, they can do it. But I really want to know, like, as now a gym owner and a coach, like, how has that whole journey, and now seeing it through your kids' eyes, how has that changed your perception of gymnastics as a sport?
Repeat the question. I got distracted. I'm not a gym owner, by the way. I just am
Oh,
the head coach of the gym, but that's okay.
as a
One day, I'm still trying.
I'm manifesting it for you.
Thank you. Okay,
As a coach,
repeat the question.
as a coach, because you have your own experience with gymnastics, and I know that's your own personal, but like
Sure.
seeing it now through your like kids' eyes, how has that changed your perception of the sport as a whole?
Oh my God. Well, and then you see the coach's side of things. I think that's the part that has helped me heal. Because you see the human side of that and the mistakes that we make and how difficult it is to get kids to push past something they think they can already do, but without crossing any boundaries and making sure that this is about them or it's their sport. Yeah, I think I definitely have my priorities of what's most important when I coach. And I think everybody has a different way that they coach or what's important to them. For me, it's more about I'm trying to make healthy, responsible adults in that
Yeah.
they're strong women because they've learned how to struggle and push through it themselves. It wasn't because their coach did it, but because they made that decision, and their coach maybe was there to guide them and help them, but and support them. So if they fall, that we're here and we love you no matter what, kind of thing. But that gymnastics made them a better person. I think that's most of all is what I'm trying to achieve.
Like having coached at the Los Angeles School of Gymnastics, like some of the gym parents are a lot.
Yes. Yes. And you know what it is though? I really think it's just lack of education.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's just like parenting, there's not always, well, there's a lot more information out there now and a lot more books and things like that. And if you choose to be a better parent, you can be one. And I think that's the same as coaching, and the same as being a parent athlete, right? Or like somebody that's parenting an athlete. There's not a lot of education out there. You really have to search for it. But it's a three people journey, right? It's for the athlete, the coach, and the parent that we all have to work together and be saying the same things to these kids, and supporting them through struggle. I think a lot of times as parents, and I feel it too, just being a parent also, you don't want your kid to struggle. It's really hard to see them upset and cry. And I think what we do as parents is we try to take that away completely and fix everything. So it's always like the coach's fault, right? Oh, she didn't get the score. What are you doing? How come she's not getting the score? And it's like, well, she's also afraid of the skill. Well, why is she afraid? She shouldn't be afraid. That's easy for her to do. And like, okay, you need to slow down, lady. So I think, I think if they had some more tools, and I'm trying to work on something too, more of like a guidebook for parents of like, when a kid comes back from a hard competition and they're really upset about something, what do I say? What do I say to them? Am I supposed to be telling them, should I go talk to the coach and tell them, to fix them, So I think parents just need a lot of help.
It's a balancing act.
It is
Yeah.
because, and parents, it's the worst because you can't step in too much because you can't be their coach. You kind of have to just be their cheerleader and support and the hug.
It's so nuanced too, because like every athlete is different. Every situation is different.
Yes, everyone reacts a different way. And I think that's what I've gotten really good at as a coach. You coach so many different kids, but as a parent, you only have your kid, right? And you only practice with them. But that's why we need help as coaches too, because a lot of times those parents know that kid the best, right? And so we need that information. Sometimes kids don't talk to us completely, and we need help with that relationship and communication. But we also work with so many different kids and athletes that we understand that everybody needs something different. And just because I'm doing something with one kid doesn't mean that I need to do the same thing with your kid. It's going to be different,
So we were both in the audience when you did the Gymcastic Live show, by the way.
Oh, yay. Yeah.
We're both there. And so one thing that I just blew my mind was some of the vaults that you said you were like trained or played around with. Like how
Yeah.
like I so wish that you would have had more time with the tongue.
I
Than
know.
you
I
did.
didn't have any. I
At
never
all,
got to
yeah.
go on it. Yeah. I loved vault. Vault was like fun, especially if it was
Same.
like going into the pit. I would just try
Right.
anything if you're telling me to go in the pit. Either that and beam. I was more of like a daredevil where you could just tell me to do stuff. But I didn't really vault the same after I hurt my ankle. It was going forwards. It was kind of like ruined a lot of stuff going forwards. But yeah, I don't know. I like Steve was really fun with trying new stuff, and I loved vault. It was fun.
Vault's my favorite event. Like
Is
my
it?
absolute yes, it was. Yeah, it just
So
something
many
about
moments in history on vaults, you know.
that. It's just something about like getting it over with. It just spoke to me.
Getting it
We're
over
done.
with.
We're done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like that. I'm not an endurance person either, so it's like I love floor, but man, I'm dying at the end of my floor routines. The vault is just like you're asking me to like run down and do one trick. Okay, I'll do that.
Period. All day. So, like, what is your opinion? Because you didn't get to experience the open code. So, like, what do you think would have been like your routines under the open code, or have you ever like thought about that?
I don't even know the code now, so I don't even know what would have been good. You know what I mean? Like I don't
Yeah.
even follow the elite code. It's so freaking complicated after they got rid of like the 10 for me. I'm just like, I'm just gonna watch it and enjoy it. But I don't know. I think, you know, a lot of people when they see somebody do something, you know, they start seeing that things are possible. So I think I could have done harder vaults, you know. I think I keep my double A out punch front. Maybe double A out punch front full or something. I don't know.
Ooh.
Or go back and do a second tumbling pass or something like that. That would be fun. I always think somebody should do a layout punch front on the beam.
I'm sure. I did see a video where Lori was trying to do a front full on the beam.
Oh, nice.
But I don't.
Freaking hard.
So I want to know because I'm very curious. While we wait for Michaela to come back,
Sure.
who is on your Mount Rushmore of gymnastics?
Ooh, definitely Allie Raisman. Mostly just for also the person that she is. But I love when she came back her second year. It's really so hard to do a comeback, and she just looked amazing and is amazing when she did her floor routine and started crying. I was bawling my eyes out. So
same.
And I gotta say Simone Biles because that's just not a human. You know what I mean? She's not a real person.
No.
It's amazing. I just think she's amazing. And then Elena Prudinova.
Of course.
Like one of by far my most
just the eyebrow.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, the eyebrow. My brother was like, "You need to do that." He's like, "You got to do something," and I'm like, "I'm not going to copy what she does." And I always wanted to be like her. Like she's this Russian. I don't know. She's just so cool, and it was like I was just more. I don't know. I just loved her so much. And let's see who else. Oh, and Kim Semeskel.
Yeah, because I know you were just you had an interview with Joy, who we love. Joy.
Oh,
Joy's amazing.
Yeah,
That's one of our girls. We love Joy.
Yes.
I wanted to hear from you how that was, but
it was great.
You told a story about Corkina just eating bacon bits on tour.
Yes.
Can you please?
Yes.
Tell it?
Okay, so I mean, this might be a little TMI, but she so we were on tour and she only did a few shows with us. I don't think she did all of the shows. But anyways, I think a lot of the international gymnasts like had certain shows that they came and did with us. Anyways, she was hilarious the whole time and she would go out and party all the time and things like that. And then so we would just see her when the show was happening. And like during rehearsals, we were in the bathroom and she came out, she was throwing up in the bathroom. So she came out and I said, "Are you okay? Is everything okay?" And she goes, "Oh yeah, that's just what I do. That's how I maintain my weight." And it was like, "Well, that's not good for you." And she was just like, like, "Get out of here." Like, what are you talking about? So that's like her method. And it was just mind blowing where we're like, "Oh my God," and a
little bulimia. It's okay.
Carry around. She like literally had a cup around all over the place of just like bacon bits, and that's what she would eat.
Like that story when you told her was like, what?
Oh my God.
Yeah. But like at the same time, I am not advocating for toxic things like that, but it's just cracked me up that she's so just like matter of fact and like, you know,
She's a
I have
character.
to be thin in to do good, and this is what I do. And like, don't tell me not to do this. You know, you're crazy. And she's just so cool. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
which is horrible because it's like someone cool like that, like is a role model, you know, and then you look at that and go, oh, I guess that's what I'm supposed to do. I don't know. You know, so she just, I don't know. She's definitely like a legend and somebody in just history of gymnastics is like, I'm so
Kind of just
happy I
have
knew
to
her.
have a soft spot for her because I mean, when Simone had her twisties, she was one of the people that was like, "No, this is a real thing." Like she was so
Right.
adamant about people understanding that it's a whole mental component and that she's not just like pulling out, but it's kind of like got to give it to the girl.
Oh my God. Well, I think that changed. That was such a big moment for gymnastics because nobody changes stuff unless somebody really important does something. And she has so much power because of how much she's loved and how amazing she is, and with USA Gymnastics. So we need people like that because when they make decisions like that, it changes the sport. It changed, you know, if we are, and the coach, her coaches that she had that were totally accepting of it, right? It
Yeah.
was, they were accepting of her saying, I can't do this. And they went, okay. And that's all right. It wasn't, no, you're the best gymnast in the whole entire world. And we're relying on you. That wasn't that. It was like, you know, you, and we're okay with that. And I think that helps other coaches go, you know, when they're at a level 4 competition, go, maybe it's okay if my athlete doesn't go for something right now. You know what I mean? It's not that big of a deal. And that we really need to teach people to listen to themselves and to their body. So I think that was amazing that she did that.
Vanessa, what does it feel like to be known as having one of the most artistic floor routines ever done in the entire history of gymnastics?
I love that. Well, I thank you. I love it. I love it. I don't know. I'm someone that loves like watching old clips and things like that. And I love dancing and I loved tumbling, and to be able to be known for something like that just feels so great. It's kind of like what I was talking about before. It's uplifting, and it's something that I'll never, you know, when I go from this world, it'll still be there, you know, and people still love it. And that makes me feel good that I made a small mark in gymnastics.
Small,
I mean,
iconic. Like you are on most of our like Mount Rushmores of gymnastics.
aw, thank you.
Truly. Like
Thank you.
I just and it's fascinating because like so many of you guys are just like so humble about it. Like just like oh I contributed. Like girl, do you know the impact you've had on all of our lives? Like it's
Oh,
beyond
that's
and I just want to thank you for being such a open and such a just incredible woman. Even
aw.
when you were younger, like the blogs, can you talk about that for a little bit? Like starting your blog and just like that was so. I see two people in my mind: Mariah Carey and you, who had their own like access to the fans, direct access. Like how was
Yeah.
that? Like that.
Oh, it was great. It was amazing. I think it just gave me an outlet to be able to connect with people. And I think that it, you know, in some ways, I think it didn't hurt me, but I felt the connection from people when I was at meets, right? It wasn't just like I felt connections with my family and my coaches. I felt the connection from the fans, and I really wanted to make them proud because I knew they were all rooting for me. So it's like it's weird because you have that support, but at the same time, I think I added pressure on myself also because I felt that everybody wanted me to do good. And I felt everybody rooting for me. So I just did not want to let them down. And for some reason that made it harder for me, you know.
I don't want to take up too much more of your time, but we do have to talk about this book that's coming out, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
How's that going?
So it's going well. So we finished it. Everything's done. And I know it is done. We just are taking our time and trying to find the right agent. So that's
Right.
our big thing is trying to find a publishing agent. There are a couple people just recently that are interested, but you just never know how that goes. And probably the best time is as it gets closer to the 2028 Olympics, I'm thinking.
Home Olympics.
So yeah, you know, that's the time to do. People are interested in those stories and things like that. So yeah, so we're just in that process and we're taking our time. But both me and the co-author Beth, we love it. I've read it a few times just to like, you know, overlook everything and make sure that it's what I want. And I think it really captures who I was when I was competing. You know what I mean? It really,
Yeah.
it's like you really got to feel what it was like to be me at that time and the things that I thought. It has a little bit of like hindsight in there in the middle of it too, of like, you know, this is what I thought then and this is what I think now, kind of thing. But we didn't really hold back on anything, you know, about
Good.
big major things that had happened. And yeah, so I think, and I always tell Beth, the co-author, like, no matter what, even if this doesn't sell, it was always a goal of mine to write this out and to have it done and just to be able to be there. And if my kids want to read it one day and know what I went through and all that stuff, I have that there. And I think that's why it's so good, because that was the intention.
Yeah, it's, as someone who's written their own a book about their own experiences in gymnastics, it's like
Yeah.
it was. I feel like I was able to exercise all that. It's
Yes.
like now it's gone. Like now it's
Yes.
worlds.
It really was like a therapy session of things. There's a lot of stuff, you know, I think I'm lucky because I have YouTube, right, to go back and remember stuff and things like that, and look and remember how I felt. But there's a lot of stuff that I think when something traumatic or a big deal happens under a lot of stress, you create these stories in your head of what happened, and you think it went one way, and then having to go back from the very beginning and go through every step, it really was healing, because I really now as an adult and as a coach understand certain things that had happened, and as a parent understand why certain things happened. And it really was healing.
It's one of those things. Like that's why I always encourage people who want to write a book. I'm like, do it, do it.
Yes, don't wait.
Don't no, because you get to like go back and now, like you said, different eyes, different perception, different just it's a whole entire different world. Because at the time you were hurting, you were going through, you were emotional, but like now it's like, oh, that was on me.
Yes,
Like, I
yes,
did
it's
that.
a lot of accountability, of decisions that you make and things like that. And I really learned a lot of that from that Starting Over show and the reality show that I did. That was a lot of
I'm so glad you brought that up.
yeah, a lot of
So,
accountability that happened with that.
how did that come about? Because Ayanla wasn't Ayanla. She was
Yeah.
like,
Oh my gosh. I was with my old boyfriend and I was living with him. And I used to watch I'm like a reality show fanatic. And I would watch Road Rules and Real World. And I
oh,
knew that Bunham and Murray was like the production. Yeah. Oh my God. I
bring
watched
back Road
Love
Rules.
Island.
Bring back Road Rules, please.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And so like on our caller ID, Bunham and Murray came up and I was like, what the heck? I was like, that's the people that make real. So I answered it and they just said, hey, we're making this TV show and we're trying to find former athletes. So I wasn't the only person they were just looking for somebody that was looking for moving on from sports. You know what I mean? And so and I was like, I'll do this. And it's like, I remember my motivation was I thought they were going to like help me lose weight. Because I was still just in that mode. I was in my 20s, obsessed, and thought I was fat because of where I was at that moment. You always go back 10 years later and you go, man, I was thin then. What happened?
Right.
So I was just like, oh, maybe I don't know, get me to lose weight or something. And anyways, and I did an interview with them and I guess they loved me and they said, you're on it. And I'm just like, here we go. It was pretty amazing though. I got out a lot of it. Like I think really took away a lot of my anger because it did show me a lot of accountability for decisions I made and things like that. So I really grew a lot from that show.
I'm so glad y'all talked about this while I was gone because that was damn sure my next question. Because oh my God, Vanessa, I watched every
Did you?
single
We watched it on
episode.
stream. Yes.
Every single episode, and it was the one episode when she finally got you to go to the gym and you finally released it all. Oh my God, I was bawling. Crying.
Right.
Like it. Oh my God. Oh
She
my
was
God.
like,
Oh my.
you're Vanessa, you're not a robot or something like that. Oh, that makes me cry so much. I know. She just always said things. I really loved all three of those coaches, the therapist and Yanla and Rhonda. They were just so great. And it was exactly what I needed at the time. And I think it really saved a lot of me. There's a lot of times where I look at former athletes right now that had just finished that have that anger and upset with a lot of their coaches or things like that, and they're just walking around angry, and you really need to go to therapy, or you know what I mean? It's like you got to really get this out because you can't go through life just being angry all the time and being upset, and you can't control other people. And I think being able to just forgive people and also take part of what decisions you made and how you can be a better person. That's all you can do. But yeah, it was a pretty awesome experience.
So Michaela always brings up that it's the 20-year anniversary of the open code. What is one thing that if you could change that you would change of the code right now?
Oh gosh, so funny because everyone always is like, bring back more artistry and stuff. But like I'm like, I love tumbling, and then people were talking about bring back compulsories and stuff, and I was horrible at compulsories. So I don't know. You know what? Really, I feel like something with Beam they got to change because it is the same damn routine over and over and over again. It's like a wolf turn, an aerial. The dismounts are easier than they used to be. Like I feel like there's been no innovation on Beam whatsoever. So
I've seen interviewing Donatella in a couple
something on
weeks.
Beam. Back in the day, they used to have where you get like bonus points for creating a new skill or doing something different or whatever that was unique, even if it was like the one arm or one parallel bar press handstand that Bart Connor had back in the day. Something different, change it up. So something with like creativity, I guess. I don't like to knock athletes that aren't great dancers or anything like that, but you can still be not a great dancer and be creative. You know what I mean?
I agree. 100% agree.
So I guess that, but like I said, I just watch it now. I don't really know the points that much, and I'm just like a fan of watching somebody do something different. I think that's my biggest thing. That's why I have a hard time with college. I do like college, and there's a lot of respect there with how clean and beautiful they do and the positivity out there. So I love it for all of that. But I'm not a detail-oriented person. I would be a horrible college coach. Horrible. I'm like, do the fun tricks, do something. I mean, they are doing hard stuff. It's back in the day, it was like totally different.
Missy
We just
Marlowe
had
and
this
Michaela.
conversation.
Yes.
We just had another
So it's
person
way
who agrees with me.
It's
Yes.
way different, but I just like, like the Tatiana Gutsu split level, like Caitlin Ohashi when she put that in her routine and stuff. I just like different stuff and go.
By the way, have you watched Tatiana Gutsu's talk show?
She has a talk show.
It's on YouTube, and she wore a gown for the first episode.
Oh my God, it's the most Vanessa.
Over the top.
Oh, I'll watch it.
Vanessa, it's the most unhinged, incredible.
What
It's just
about. Is she talking about gymnastics?
Yes, with Chusa, which is Vietnam.
but it's
just like
really.
It's
beyond.
Oh my
it's
God.
like okay. You remember how they used to have those like the public broadcast channels or whatever, right? And you know how they used to like give like a local person a little talk show or whatever. It's that. It is that. It is camp. It is camp. It is everything. It is so funny.
Just like looking at her like, this is my friend. Yes, I'm here.
That's so funny. Oh my God, I have to watch that. Oh my God, I loved Tatiana Gutsu. I was like obsessed with her. Gosh. That's pretty
Quick question, Vanessa. I just have to know, what was the training process of learning the Rudy? You were the very first person in the world to do it.
On that, I want to know that too.
Yeah. Okay. So
on the old horse, on the old horse.
Everybody says that, and I go like, dude, I think I could have done it. I think it would have been harder on the tongue or the table, whatever, because it's like you have to hit on the table. It's longer, obviously. So you have to hit like farther up on a flat surface. Some people still hit the front, but like I liked hitting the very front of that curve on the and stuff. It gave me some like blocking power. I don't know, but my technique was just so much different. I was a really archy person. Like I had an archy back and was always flexible, as is my daughter. She's super flexible in her back. And so all my front vaults were really based off of like my heel drive of like driving my heels really hard and then sitting up. And then there became the new technique like Alicia Sacramone, where she came in in this position than
Snapped
what
over.
up, which is like so much better. And they go like 50 feet in the air. Mine always was like more distance, I think, with things. But I think I had the tuck, a front handspring front full in a tuck position that I competed like an Olympic festival or something.
Remember that I have it on a VHS somewhere in this house.
And then I went on to like lay out brannies or whatever you want to call Cuervos, or I was supposed to be a branny, but I was just twisted late. And then I don't know, we just were doing it in the pit, and I'm sure Steve said try Rudy, and I did, and it was fine. And we just did a lot into the pit. I don't think it was even, I think it was more of like a let's do this for fun, and it will help make the Cuervo a little bit easier.
Mhm.
Yeah, you train something harder to make something easier. And it started becoming more like, hey, this might be like a possibility.
Hold on.
Yeah, hey, wait a second. You might be able to do this. So I don't know why, because I did it at American Cup, and then I don't know why I didn't do it after that. Maybe I was struggling. They tend to, I always had hard workouts sometimes where I would just like lose things. So maybe they were like, oh, it's bad this meet, let's not do it. And then after I hurt my ankle, I just couldn't do it anymore completely. But like that was like my tuck branny on beam when I competed that. Like I only did that one time or something, and then I started struggling, like couldn't finish my beam assignments because I'd fall on it all the time, so they just took it out. I love that skill though.
Vanessa, this has been such an incredible, like even just this little like time we had together. I'm blown away. Like you are just an incredible person, and you just so much insight. And I just want to just curse you with amazing things. Just everything you want. I hope you get it doubled and it returns again and triple it.
Oh, thank you. Well, you guys are awesome. So much fun. What a fun interview.
Thank you.
No, thank you. And like I said, you are so beloved from this community. We love you. Like we love Simone. Like you were the first Simone for real. Like you were the first Simone. Like you were the first Simone for us.
Well, that is an honor. Thank you so much.
So where can the people find you? Like online, your online presence, or even the gym, if you want to give a shout out. Like what do you have coming up?
Yeah, well, I'm just mostly, I'm not a consistent person. I get in like where I'm like, I do it for a while and then I just like drop off the face of the earth. But yeah, I am always on my Instagram. If I'm not talking about gymnastics, it's about my kids. And I will be bringing back Vanessa's skills. So you can always watch me on Instagram. I just like, I'm doing Orange Theory Fitness now. So I'm going to try and get back in shape and do that. And we'll see how that goes. I can't walk right now, though, because my thighs hurt. But so we're doing that. I also, like I said, I'm working on my book. And just trying to find an agent and just working on that. So if anyone's interested, let me know. And if I get an agent, then we're just going to self-publish, but we're just taking a little bit longer to just try to do it. So it will happen. It's just time.
Are you going to adapt it into like a TV series or like a movie?
Oh my gosh. Wow. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe.
Vanessa, as we were talking, I have a new hope for you. I hope one day that you get a reality show where you are the Iyanla and you're bringing young gymnasts who haven't brought their dreams into the sport, and you get to help them. Because I can imagine you sitting down with Melanie DeSouza, who's like really struggling right now, and you just being able to talk to her and guide her through her struggles. I pray that this happens for you. I pray that this happens for you.
Oh man, I got to make it happen. I've always, ever since I, went on Starting Over, I always have wanted to be like a life coach. And it's something that people always say they really feel comfortable around me and being able to like talk things out and things like that.
You have that.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Maybe I should have been a therapist. I don't know. But that would be so much fun. Let's do it. I'll figure it out.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been amazing.
Thank you.
I want all the best for you. And whenever the book comes out, you're open invitation. You can come on whenever you want. If you want to come on the stream, you're bored.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Sure. I'll pop in anytime. Thank you guys.
Let me show you the guys.
Oh my gosh.
Come here.
Yeah, he has a Beethoven doll.
I love that movie, Beethoven. Oh my God, he's so cute.
This would be like okay. All right, class. Sit down. All right. Thank you so much, Vanessa. You have an amazing day, even better year. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. How do I get out of this?
Oh my gosh. That was insane.
Oh my God, that happened, you guys. That happened. Oh, I'm so Missy Marlowe and then Vanessa Atler. That was it. Wow, wow.
And then we still have Kathy Johnson Clark, and then we have Donatella,
Donatella.
and then Jazz and Reagan Smith.
And then who knows? Who knows what else?
I can't say much, but who knows? Yeah. So how was that for you?
That was everything. That was I love when the people like. I love when they know what show we are, so they know like what we're the girls. Like
We them
get the
girls, like
get the girls. Them old school gymnastic stories that we want. Now I want to cuss my phone out for wanting to die on my
oh,
ass.
she was
Like,
trying to like your phone was coming for you this entire
my God,
time.
like it was acting so well
And
when it
mine
was just
too.
me and you. Like, and then like I just started counting down. I'm like, bitch, you're literally plugged into the wall. Why are you counting down? Like, my God,
With T. I should just say
my
thank you on TikTok.
fucking God. Thank you, Vanessa Aller. That was everything. Addis, you got to chop this one up. You got to chop the Missy Marlowe one up too, and so we could post them everywhere. That was everything.
I mean,
I'm
now I
so
have kind of like a we love gymnastics Hall of Fame.
kind of yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm so like I'm happy when we ask the questions and we don't have to be messy with it. Like they just tell the story how it is. Like I didn't have to ask about y'all. It just happened. Like
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, we have to talk about that. Like, she brought it up. And I was like, tell me
oh,
everything about that.
oh
I'm
my God, that
still
was so
gagging
good.
about, well, no pun intended, about the Corkina
Corkina's
and
story.
the bit. Listen,
Yeah, yeah,
what do you need, Klaus? Do you want water? Oh, that's what it is. You wanted water this whole time?
yeah.
Okay. Well, oh my God.
Tonight,
Tonight.
tonight, everybody get ready. This is part one of the big gymnastics day.
Yes. So we're gonna start at just one more time. We're gonna start at I'll probably hop on here earlier. It's we love a pre-game, pre-show. Whoever wants to join me can. But we're gonna start with North Carolina, Temple, West Virginia at Florida. That'll be at 6 Central, 7 Eastern, and 4 Pacific. At the same time, Bama, good. Thank you. Bama Clemson. And I know Mason will literally send the flying monkeys if I don't stream that one.
That could be in the corner on the small screen.
I will. And then after that, it's kind of like NC State at Auburn, and then Oregon State at BYU. So,
Okay.
oh shit, which one do I have to pay for? Oh, I have to pay for. If there's one that I didn't have the thing for, so I have to pay for it. Let me see. Let me check that out. I think it's Denver at
Is I'm so fly Shayna?
yes.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, here it
I
is. I have to
thought
pay
so.
for this one. I'm paying for. I'm gonna watch Anna Barbosu. I hope y'all know this. I'm gonna be watching Anna Barbosu. So let me pay for this Midco Sports Plus right now. Jesus Christ.
And it said I am going to be watching Anna Barbosa.
I will. I am Barb in that sense. In that sense, I am. Don't you forget it. Like we love Jordan Childs, but also I do love Anna Barbosu. Which for the longest time I didn't like Anna Barbosu. I don't know why. I just didn't. But then the more I got to know about her, I was like, oh my God, Anna Barbosu, yes. Okay, so let me do this. What is this? Are you gonna go sleep now?
Yeah.
I keep touching my nose. There's like clouds
I've
there
been up.
everywhere.
I've been up literally since 4 o'clock this morning because I've been so excited about this interview. Then me and my husband we had to go grocery shopping, and then after we did this, so I've been so excited.
Well, I'm glad it was everything you wanted and more.
Yeah, I'm glad I got to tell her like how much she means to everybody. Like
And then
especially
rightfully so. Rightfully so.
absolutely.
Well, okay, like, this is just, let me tell you, like your questions were amazing. Women's Mother were amazing. Like you are that girl. You are that girl.
And you are that girl too, Addis.
Well, get dog hair up my nose, Klaus.
You are that mother girl.
I am. Okay. So let me pay for this thing right now. Next. It's going to be rough with me. Because let me tell you again, tomorrow, this kind of already exists. Well, then let me log in. I'll figure it out. But let me see. Okay. So this is, that's for Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern. So that I'll worry about later. But yeah, y'all make sure to join tonight. Really give it up. Oh, and I think Caroline Price is joining us towards the end to announce the winner of the contest she's doing. Go ahead and go to her Instagram.
So it's
And
just Friday night. She's not doing it Friday. It's just tonight, which is the hype. She's not counting the grouse meat.
yeah, and we're donating to it. We're putting down $50 to make the price per get bigger, and so y'all need to donate. Y'all like really support the girls. Donate however you can. Like if this is the whole like team aspect, and if you're in our fantasy league, you are gonna get a prize if you win the whole thing. So make sure you get your stats in and you're really following that because that's gonna be fun too. I have nothing else for y'all. I'm gonna go eat. I'm starving.
Me too.
All right.
Thank you, friend. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, friend.
Oh, this will be posted